Okie dokie. Hello, have a seat, relax. We're gonna get started in just a minute. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Sounds good. Okay. Hey, Diane. All right, we're gonna get started. Do you have your blanket ready? All right, so have a seat, relax. You can sit with your legs straight or crossed, however you feel comfortable. Just try and sit up straight. And we're going to begin with breathing. So you can close your eyes, sit up straight, relax your shoulders. We're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Follow your breathing. When you're ready to inhale, inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale. As you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. When you inhale, expand your abdomen, fill your lungs completely with air. With each inhale, feel your spine is getting longer and your head is reaching toward the ceiling. Now in the next inhale, we're going to inhale and lift our arms and hands above our head, palms together. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale through your nose as you lower your arms and hands down. So follow your breath as you inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. And as you exhale, follow your breath as you lower your arms down. Move with your breathing. Now in the next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the right side as you exhale and lower your arms and hands down. We're breathing through our nose. When you're ready to inhale, turn back toward the center. And when you're ready to exhale, turn to the opposite side as you lower your arms and hands down. Continue moving with your breath. Breathing through our nose, inhaling up and exhaling down. Move as far as you can and just follow your breath. One more time on each side. And when you're done, bring your arms in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Now bring the palms of your hands together and interlace your fingers. Bring your forearms together and lift your elbows. And we're going to make a circle with our knuckles toward the ceiling, slowly rotating as we breathe through our nose, flexing our wrists as much as we can as we make a circle toward the ceiling with our knuckles. Slowly rotating, inhaling and exhaling when you need to. Now notice the direction of the circle you're making, and we're going to move in the opposite direction. Try and move slowly and try and flex your wrists as much as you can. And then pause, release your fingers, and bring your hands together in prayer posture in front of your chest with your forearms parallel to the floor. Breathing through your nose, inhale and exhale. Now from here, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to place it behind us for support. Sit up straight, lift your chest toward the ceiling. Take your right arm to the right side. And we're going to inhale, reach up toward the ceiling, and exhale, reaching to the left front corner. Reach as far as you can. When you're ready to inhale, lift your arm and hand back up toward the ceiling. And when you're ready to exhale, lower it down. So move with your breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching to the left side as much as you can. And then inhale back to the center and exhale down. Continue breathing, moving with your breath. One more time. And then bring your arms down, and we're going to switch arms. Take your right hand behind you for support. Sit up straight. Take your left arm to the left side. And we're going to inhale and reach up toward the ceiling. And exhale, reaching for the right front corner as much as you can. When you're ready to inhale, reach back up. And when you're ready to exhale, lower your hand down. Continue moving with your breath. One more time. And when you're done, bring your arms in front of you and relax, breathing through your nose. Now, lift your arms straight out in front of you and bring your palms of your hands together. From here, we're going to inhale and reach our hands back as far as we can. And then exhale, wrap your arms around your chest, grab your shoulder blades with your hands as much as you can, and lower your chin to your chest and breathe through your nose. Now notice which arm is on top. Lift your head and inhale. Reach your hands back as far as you can. And exhale, place the opposite arm on top. Reach for your shoulder blades, lower your chin to your chest, and breathe through your nose. Then lift your chin, inhale one more time, reaching back as far as you can, and then exhale, bring your arms down in front. Now we're gonna get up into a tabletop position on all fours. Place your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Make sure your knees are wide enough apart to be under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Check that your index fingers are facing forward. Rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing your thighs. In cat-cow, our head moves last. So we're going to inhale and arch our lower spine, and at the very end, lift our head. And then to exhale, we're going to pull our navel in toward our spine as we push our upper back toward the ceiling, and then lower our head. When you're ready to inhale, arch your lower spine and lift your head, keeping the arms straight as we do this. When you're ready to exhale, pull your navel in toward your spine, tighten your gluteals, arch your upper back as you lower your head. Move with your breathing. Pull the navel in on the exhale. Moving the spine as much as you can. The head moves last. One more time in each direction. And then pause with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, pull your navel in toward your spine, and we're going to slowly walk our hands forward into a puppy pose. So hands are moving forward, we're pushing the floor away with our hands, keeping our hips in the air, opening up our shoulders, lowering our forehead and torso down to the ground into puppy pose. Breathing through your nose. Try and relax your shoulders. Make sure your knees are under your hips. Pushing the floor away with your hands. And then pull your navel in toward your spine as you slowly walk your hands back to tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to sit back into child's pose. So spread your knees, bring your feet together, and lower your hips to your heels. And then lower your torso down to the ground. Lower your forehead down and breathe through your nose. Then lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to step our left foot forward. You can place something soft under your right knee if you need to. Make sure your left knee is above your left ankle. And when you're ready, come on up with your hands in prayer posture. This is a lower left lunge. So adjust yourself. Make sure your left knee is above your left ankle. Breathing through our nose, inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Reaching toward the ceiling as we breathe. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and then exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up toward the ceiling, and exhale as you bring your hands down next to your left foot. Push the floor away as you pull your left foot back. And we're going to switch feet, bring the right foot forward. Make sure your right knee is above your right ankle. And when you're ready, come on up into a lower right lunge. Feel free to place something under your left knee if you need to. Hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Breathing through your nose. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up. And exhale, bring your hands down next to your right foot. Push the floor away as you pull your right foot back. And from here, we're going to spread our knees again. Bring our feet together and sit back in child's pose, lowering our torso and forehead down to the mat, breathing through our nose. Now, straighten out your arms and come forward back to a tabletop position. From here, we're going to do downward dog next. You can do puppy pose again if you'd like. If you're doing downward dog, get onto the balls of your toes. Check that your index finger is facing forward and your arms are rotated so that your shoulders are rotated so that your elbows are facing your thighs and your biceps are facing forward. And if you're doing downward dog, we're going to push the floor away, opening up our shoulders like we did with puppy pose, lifting our hips into the air, and then lifting our heels off the ground, stretching the backs of our legs. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose. And then lower your knees down to the mat. And then from here, we're going to walk to the front of our mat, bend our knees, and inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling, and exhale our hands down by our side. Now, if you're at the front of your mat, separate your feet about 4 or 5 inches apart. Observe the weight of your body on the bottoms of your feet. And from here, we're going to inhale and lift our hands up toward the ceiling, and then exhale our hands down by our side. Again, inhale, reaching up. And this time, we're going to pull our navel in as we bend forward and swan dive down with our hands to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway, and then relax down. Bend our knees, stretch the backs of our feet gently. And then place our hands on the floor, step our right foot back. And when we're ready, make sure your left knee is above your left ankle. Come on up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. So the left knee should be bent over the left ankle. The right leg is straight. Our hips and torso are facing forward. Breathing through our nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Straightening your arms as you lift and reach. Lift your chest. Breathing through your nose. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and then exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of our chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring our hands down to the floor. Step our right foot forward. Inhale up halfway, and then relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in, and inhale as you reach your hands above your head, palms together, and exhale your hands down by your side. So we're going to do that again on the opposite side. So make sure your feet are spread wide enough to keep your balance. Inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Pull your navel in as you swan dive down. Hands to the outside of your feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Stretching the backs of your legs. Place your hands on the floor and step your left foot back. Make sure your right knee is above your right ankle. And when you're ready, come on up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up, and exhale as you bring your hands down to the floor next to your right foot and step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in as you inhale and reach your hands up above your head, palms together, and exhale your hands down by your side. Now from here, we're going to inhale, reaching up. And this time we're going to sit our hips back as if we're sitting in a chair, keeping our chest lifted and arms lifted toward the ceiling. I'll turn sideways. So try and straighten out your arms. And then inhale, standing up. And exhale, bring your hands down. So make sure your feet are separated so that when you sit back, you can keep your balance. And when we lift our arms, we're going to straighten out our arms as opposed to keeping them bent. So go ahead and inhale, reaching up. And again, we're going to sit back as if we're sitting in a chair, lifting our chest, keeping our arms near our ears as much as possible, breathing through our nose, pulling the navel in toward the spine. And if you'd like to go further, you can get up onto your toes, lifting your heels off the ground and balancing. And then inhale, standing up. Lower your heels, lower your feet, and exhale your hands down by your side. Now we're going to sit down on the floor with our legs out in front of us. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale down. Again, inhale, reaching up. And this time we're going to exhale as we bring our torso forward, but place your elbows on the ground. Place your elbows on the ground. Lift your chest as if you're trying to touch the front of your chest to your feet. So lift your chest, bring your elbows down to the ground. Try and keep your neck and spine in alignment. And then just take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. And as your body relaxes, allow the movement to come. Moving our arms with our elbows further down, keeping the elbows on the ground. Breathing. Try and imagine the front of your chest is coming to the front of your feet. Try not to bend your head down, but we're moving our torso instead. And then inhale, coming back up. Lift your arms and inhale. And exhale down. Now take your left foot to the outside of your right so that your left knee is in the air. Take your left hand behind you for support. Sit up straight, lift your chest. Move your hand about 4 inches from your buttocks. Move it closer, closer. And there you go. So sit up straight. Make sure your hips are on the ground. Take your right arm to the right side of your body. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And exhale as you turn your torso to the left side and take your right arm, wrap it around your left knee as you turn to the left side of your body, keeping the hips on the ground, breathing through your nose. Take long, deep breaths. Twist as far as you can and just breathe. If you'd like, you can take your left arm behind you and grab your right hip. Try and inhale with a straight spine and exhale with a straight spine. And release, come all the way around to the opposite side. And then relax your legs straight out in front, lift your knees gently. And now take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Take your right hand behind you for support. So the right knee should be in the air. The right hand behind you for support. Take the left hand to the left side of your body. Inhale through your nose as you lift your chest, and exhale as you take your left arm, wrap it around the top of your right knee, and turn your torso to the right side. Breathing on the exhale, slightly, gently twisting. If you'd like to take your right arm behind you and grab your left hip, you can do that as well. Inhaling with a straight spine and exhaling, gently rotating. Go as far as you can and just breathe. Take long, deep breaths. And release, come all the way around to the left side and straighten out your legs. From here, we're going to come to the front of our mat with our knees bent, feet on the ground. And from here, go ahead and grab your toes. Pull your navel in toward your spine, lift your chest, and sit back and lift your heels off the ground. Now from here, you can straighten out one leg if you'd like, or the other, or both if you can. So this is a balancing and core strength exercise. You can grab your ankles or your thighs if you'd like, if you can't reach your toes. Okay, and then lower your feet down, grab your elbows or your wrists and relax. Now from here, move your arms parallel to the floor. And we're going to pull our navel in, lift our chest and tilt back and lift our heels off the ground, just off the ground, heels off the ground. And then if you'd like, you can straighten out one leg or the other or both. Try and keep your balance. And when you're done, feel free to sit back with your feet on the ground and grab your elbows or wrists. Take a deep breath. And then from here, we're going to exhale, coming down all the way with control, all the way down to the ground. And then move your arms out parallel to your shoulders with the palms of your hands facing up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath, inhale and exhale through your nose. Now from here, walk your feet under your knees and then walk your feet to the edges of your mat. So our feet are separated, our arms are out like a T, our palms of our hands are facing up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the left side as you turn your head to gaze at your right palm. Relaxing the knees to the left side and our head is turned, gazing at our right palm. Taking long, deep breaths. And then inhale as you bring your knees and your head back to the center, and exhale as you allow your knees to relax to the right side and you turn your head to gaze at your left palm, keeping the shoulders on the ground, relaxing the knees to the right side, gazing at the left. And then inhale, bring your knees and your head back to the center. And lower your arms down next to your torso. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees. And from here, we're going to pull our navel in toward our spine. Lift our hips off the ground as we inhale, pushing our heels into the ground, tightening our gluteal muscles. And then exhale as we lower our hips down an inch away from the ground, not all the way. Move with your breath, inhaling up. And when you're ready, exhaling an inch away from the ground, not all the way. Move with your breath, inhaling, tightening our gluteal muscles. Exhaling, lowering down with control, not all the way. Now on the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground, and we're going to take our straight arms under our hips and interlace our fingers, keeping our gluteal muscles tight. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose, pushing our heels of our feet into the ground. Take long, deep breaths. And on the next exhale, release your arms from under your hips and lower your hips all the way down. And we're going to straighten out our right leg, keeping the left knee bent. Keeping the right leg on the ground, we're going to lift our left foot off the ground and interlace our fingers below our left knee. Make sure the right leg is straight and on the ground. Take a deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your left shin and left knee toward your left shoulder, keeping your right leg on the ground. With each exhale, gently pulling your left shin and knee toward your left shoulder while keeping your right leg on the ground. Go as far as you can and just breathe. And then release, lower your left foot down to the ground, straighten out your left leg, bend your right knee, place your right foot on the ground. Now observe your left leg. It should be straight on the ground. Lift your right foot off the ground and interlace your fingers below your right knee, keeping the left leg on the ground, straight on the ground. Take a deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your right shin and knee toward your right shoulder. With each exhale, gently pulling while keeping your left leg straight on the ground. And then release, lower your left foot down, bend both knees. And we're gonna lift our feet and our hands into the air. Take your hands and grab the outer edges of your feet and gently pull your feet down so that your knees go to the outside of your shoulders into happy baby pose. From here, you can move your feet up and down, giving your spine a nice massage. Or if you'd like to rock up and down, you can do that as well. Breathing through our nose, relaxing, releasing any tension you may feel. And then inhale your hands and feet up into the air. Make a circle with your wrists and your ankles at the same time in one direction, and then in the other. And then lower your feet down, and we're gonna do our final pose for the evening, which is Shavasana. Shavasana is a conscious relaxation. So adjust your body so that you're on your back with your heels of your feet separated and your toes relaxing out to the sides. Close your eyes. Move your arms 3 or 4 inches away from your torso with the palms of your hands facing up toward the ceiling. And focus on your breathing. As you inhale and exhale, observe your abdomen expanding with each inhale and contracting with each exhale. Relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, your wrists, and your fingers. Relax your thighs, relax your knees, relax your calves, your ankles, and toes. Focus on your breathing. As you inhale, observe your abdomen expanding, filling your lungs with air. And as you exhale, your navel contracts toward your spine. Observe your breath getting longer as your body relaxes. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then slowly move your hands above your head and stretch your body. And then bend your knees and bring them close to your chest and rock side to side. And then when you're ready, turn your body to one side and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And then push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. So we'll end with a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale as we lift our arms above our head, inhale through our nose, and then exhale with a strong breath with our mouth open wide. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll do a final breath. So go ahead and inhale. Strong exhale. Again. Again. Now this time, inhale through your nose, bring the palms of your hands together and exhale through your nose as we pause at our third eye for kind thoughts, pause at our lips for kind words, and pause at our heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. All right, well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.